Hello, everybody. I'm here today to do a question from one of my readers, and this question is on physical health. Now, when I read people's physical health, I read a general area of their body. I don't really usually go into specifics of organs. It sometimes happens. Sometimes I know that it's glandular. But when I read these cards to you, know that I'm going to be going to a certain area of your body that looks like it needs some healing. And I do offer healing. I am a Reiki energy healer in 3 different kinds of Reiki. So if you need that, my contact information will be in the comments below. Or not in the comments, but in the description. But I'm going to go ahead and get started and just see what may be going on with you and how that may be affecting your physical health in this reading. Below, I have a clear quartz. I have a rainbow moonstone, amethyst, and my rose quartz pendulum. So whichever one of those you are most drawn to, that's yours. So I'm going to start first with the clear quartz. I'm going to move these up here. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, clear quartz. We have Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, sadness and isolation, and then balance. Now, with the Four of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, these are both very grounding, solid cards. The Four of Wands is a heart card, really. It's, and the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, that's somebody who is a very giving person. And sometimes they can give so much that it's too much. It's outside of what serves them. And then it can come back to haunt them. And then they feel sadness from it and betrayal. And then they need to find some balance. It's important for you guys to find some balance that chose this stack. So I feel like there is some heart healing that needs to happen here. And some balance would be in your footing, in your feet, in your legs, and in your crown chakra as well. So I'm going to go ahead and look. I want to read to you these 2 cards, okay? Because there is some information on these in the books that will speak to you when I read the message that the book has for them. So now the sadness and isolation card is much like a 3 of Swords card. And that is problems beginning to grow, is what that means in tarot most of the time. And I'm going to read what the message is for this deck for you. Keywords of this are sorrow, disappointment, trust, and healing. Love can bring both joy and sorrow. When disappointment enters your life, it's important to acknowledge that accompanying sadness and feelings of loss. However, it's equally vital not to dwell on the loss. The temptation may be to isolate yourself from the world and cling to your grief. This card is a reminder to trust this situation, as hard as it may be, is in your best interest. It's time to gently let go of the sorrow and the disappointment. Sorrow can hold you back, or it can elevate you to new levels of understanding. Focusing on your sadness and loss will prevent you from attaching new positive energy around relationships. So it's time to turn your disappointment into hope for the future. Ask what lessons you can learn from this situation. Move beyond despair and into healing and joyful love. So let go and move on. You have more powerful spiritual forces helping you than you could ever imagine. It's time to do that now. Let go of the sadness, let go of the disappointment, and move forward with hope. It's time to do that now. And balance, I'm going to read that one to you too. Balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you resonate more with one side than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of the situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. What is it about you that prevents you from seeing both sides of the coin with your non-judgmental assessment? This situation or person can be placed in your path to teach everyone that his or her own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand their motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. Finding that balance, finding that non-judgmental viewpoint, letting go of what you need to let go of to get there will help you get over the sadness and isolation and will help you heal your heart. I feel like you're a very giving person, a very loving, caring person, and it's easy for your heart to get hurt. But if you find some balance in your life, try to let go of judgment and try to let go of sadness from losses in the past and hold on to your hope. That's going to heal what's going on in your heart area, in your whole chest area, because that heart chakra affects everything in your chest. And can even, I feel like for some of you, close up your throat a little bit. Now I'm moving on to the Rainbow Moonstone, those of you that chose this stack. You've got the Four of Swords. You guys need a retreat, some rest right now. And then I got the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man is a card of being held up, unable to move, feeling stuck. But you know what? You need a new perspective too. You need to get away. You need to rest. You need to give yourself some rest. I feel like your adrenal glands, which are down in the lower torso, are working overtime. You've been stressed out, and now you don't know what to do. You feel like you're kind of in a tough situation. And all your cortisol hormones and your adrenal glands are working overtime right now. And it's probably making you hold on to some weight. Or it could be for some of you that are really imbalanced, losing weight, and you don't know why. You don't know where it's going. So then I got the Giving and Receiving card, which is a very balanced card. And I'm just telling you to be there. And I'm going to read the message for you in that card. Okay. Balance, reward, share, and ask are the key words on this card. When this card appears, relationships take on a loving, balanced energy. You've worked hard to understand yourself and others, and now it's paying off. You've been rewarded with joy and fulfillment. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from what you've learned around matters of the heart? Take time to share your thoughts. Be careful, though. Don't try to solve people's problems. Just be a mentor. Also look for other ways you can be of assistance to those around you, but be sure to give only what you can and no more. In the spirit of balance, be open to receiving support and inspiration from other people right now. The universe is waiting to help you. You'll be blessed at this time and will receive additional favors if you ask for what you need. Trust that you will receive it, okay? And here's the Friendship card right next to it. Speaking of asking for help and accepting that from others, I feel like more than anything on the side of this Giving and Receiving card, those of you that chose this, need that help. You need that inspiration. And also by helping others with what you have gotten past and what you're not hung up on and you feel good about, you can be helpful to them, and that can help lift your spirits and help you find your own way out of your stuck situation. Okay. And then I'm reading the Friendship card so you can get that message. All humans are created from the same source, but they are the same souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, and it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together you will teach each other the various lessons of heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time, of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. He or she will give advice with your best interest at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. And if you don't feel like you have this friend in your life right now, open yourself up to the belief that you will receive it, and you will. I'm telling you that right now is the message I'm getting from Spirit. So take a break, you guys. You need a little mini vacation at least. You need to look at things from a new perspective, invite help, be a mentor to those that need it, and you're going to find your way out of this. And you're going to heal up your glands and your hormones that are going crazy. So, with the Amethyst stack, excuse me, first I have the King of Wands next to the High Priestess. Okay, so the King of Wands, he's a guy in control. He's a guy that's full of energy, go, 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 all the time. Lots of fire behind him and under him. And he likes to be in control. And when he's not in control of everything, it can really put him off. That's a head thing more than anything. It can also be in the solar plexus, right in your stomach. Now, the High Priestess, she's upside down there because you haven't been listening to your intuition. You haven't been following your instincts. You've been pushing, but you haven't been listening. There's been a lot of action, and there hasn't been a lot of meditation. And so that's throwing your head off, and probably also, yeah, I really feel a tenseness right now talking about this group in my solar plexus. So head and solar plexus both. Then I get the Heal card. This is much like the Star card in the tarot deck, which is a very positive card. It's saying that the energies around you right now are there so that you can heal this. You have the opportunity. It doesn't take anything to flip her around. I'm going to read what the message is in the book for the Heal card. Okay, the keywords are forgive, offer, receive, serenity, hope, inspiration. A peaceful healing energy surrounds you right now. This is an ideal time to bring healing to your relationships and realize hopes and dreams. This card could be presenting itself to you. Isn't it time for forgiveness? Understand that no human being can ever be perfect. By accepting this, you are in a position to forgive yourself and those with whom you're involved. Forgive freely and without reservations, and blame and resentment are heavy weights to bear. By forgiving, you'll feel the weight lifted from your shoulders and become enveloped in deep serenity. You can also give the gift of serenity to the other person. Don't just offer forgiveness, also offer your love and thoughtful insight, often non-judgmental dialogues with others, sharing what you've learned and how you've grown. By doing so, you'll be encouraging others to practice forgiveness. With hope for the future, relationships can blossom. Please know, too, that by forgiving yourself, embracing a hopeful spirit, you will invite new relationships into your life. At the same time, be willing to receive the blessings that others have to offer you. Be open to their insights and guidance. Listen objectively to what others have to say and act upon the guidance that feels right to you. Be receptive to the divine inspiration as well, which you will get with this card being flipped around. It surrounds you at this time. Heal yourself, heal your relationships, and be at peace. Humor is the final card. That is usually a heart card. That one is needing healing there. You may need kind of an overall energy cleanse because you've been going, trying to control everything, not listening to your intuition. You need to heal right now. That's what this is saying. Do some forgiveness and lighten your heart. I feel a heaviness in the heart right now for these people. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. There are definitely parts of life that require your serious attention, but you have to learn to have fun. Don't neglect things that bring you joy or make you laugh. Besides, health benefits to your physical body, your emotional and mental bodies reap huge rewards from the art of joy. You know how to do this. These King of Wands guys, they know how to do this. So you need to get back to that. Seek out people who make you feel good about being alive. Avoid cynicism and pessimism. Always look at your cup as being half full instead of half empty. Endless clatter of this physical dimension can seep into your conscious mind, so do your best to listen to happy music, read soul-enriching fiction, and be wary of movies or TV shows that can darken your mood. Happy people attract happy people. So there you go. That was the third stack. Now I'm going to move on to the fourth and final stack. that had my rose quartz pendulum. Okay, so first I'm getting Nine of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Love and Denial. Okay, so Knight of Wands, this is a fear card. This is fear, this is anxiety, this is nervousness, this is putting up walls around yourself because you don't trust. Knight of Pentacles, this is somebody coming in with really good news, really grounding, positive news. So you have the ability to be in this energy of feeling more free, of feeling more grounded. Right now you're afraid. Right now you have anxieties. Those anxieties are going to wreak havoc all over your whole abdomen and your heart and your head, everywhere. But these two here, these two are mostly sacral chakra healings that you need. So down in your lower abdomen, down where you're grounded, and this is a rooting card. This is a root chakra card in your base of your spine, your legs, your feet. And this is heart and sacral chakra in your lower abdomen. This is everywhere. This is sacral chakra. So there's a little bit going on with you right now. It's time to set your fears and anxieties aside to welcome in some grounding. You need to get some grounding in. Get yourself grounded. That's really important. I feel that with all three of these. And oh, I need to share some grounding meditations on YouTube so that you guys who need grounding can follow those guided meditations, because I feel like there's a lot of people that need that. So this love card here, I'm going to read the message of that card to you out of my book. I find it. There it is. It's like the Lover's card in tarot. The keywords of this card are radiate, relate, choose, harmonize, romance, creativity, and reconciliation. Take some time to examine your relationship with others as well as with yourself. See, both of those will affect your fears and anxieties, mainly your relationship with yourself. It's important to empathize, remain non-judgmental, and love people for who they are. The same applies to your relationship with yourself. There's an opportunity now to bring your being into our harmonious whole. Forgive your faults and rejoice in your perfect uniqueness. It may be a time to examine the choices you make regarding matters of the heart. Are you choosing to have people in your life who support and empower you? Surround yourself only with those who encourage and sustain you, who push or guide you to be all that you can truly be. This will help you value yourself and raise your vibration to that of an unconditional love. There may also be an opportunity of new romance or improving existing romance, for healing a disharmonious relationship. Seize this energy and take action. If you're looking for a new romance, make yourself available and open. See it and feel it in your life right now. This will raise your vibration and attract that new love to you. If you're looking to improve an existing romance, then this is the time to be creative. A weekend getaway, a romantic dinner, or simply telling the person how much you love and appreciate them. To heal a disharmonious relationship, open a dialogue. Let the person know that you value the relationship and you want to improve it. There's an affirmation for you that chose this stack. I honor myself as well as others by acting from a place of love. Okay, I'm now going to read what the denial card has to say for you. This is something that I feel is really important for you to hear. It is time to open up and be completely honest with yourself at this present moment. Buried fears and resentments do not die. They merely fester and cause disease. Only by bringing them into the surface and examining them in the light of day will love and compassion will you banish them from your life. So that forgiveness that you need to do, that healing, the harmony in your relationships, it starts here with what this is telling you to do. It may bring you pain and heartache to reflect on these situations again, but you are only giving them the power by suppressing them. The dangerous seeds of denial will grow and spread and manifest, unless you uproot them, examine them, and then release them. See, once you really look underneath the surface of something and what's really bugging you and getting at you, and look at what's underneath that, only then will it be able to be released from you. Okay, this is the only way to become whole and healthy. Learn not to bury painful emotions in the first place. Dealing with them as they come, and take all the time you need to neutralize them without hiding them. Your soul wants to live honestly and authentically in the now. Don't hinder it by placing emotional landmines in its path. So, get grounded and get some healing going on in your lower abdomen area. There's stuff going on there. If you are a woman and you are having some menstrual problems, things have changed in that area of your cycle. That would be why. If you're a man and you're having issues with your organs in that area, that would be why. It's time to do some self so that you can let go of your fears and anxieties and welcome love into your heart and feel grounded again. Okay, so that is the end of my physical health reading, which is probably a little bit different than what you expected, but I hope that was very helpful to everybody. Remember, if you need me, my contact information is below in the description. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Love and light.